Nothing has changed. Since the beginning of time, survival has been the most important part of our existence. Before Darwin and the notion of Darwinism, the human experience was primarily about survival. Regardless of evolution and innovation, in every area of our existence, it's always been about who the strongest is. Winner takes all is the order of our world. In the past, strength meant physicality, sheer power, and ruthless force. But over time, knowledge has become the pinnacle of power. Brutal force won't get you far in the world we live in today. We've created complex systems to ensure knowledge remains power for now and the foreseeable future. Let's take a bird's-eye view of the world. You'd realize that majority of the population are dying to live, basically surviving. Nothing has changed. Our existence is tied to money. Without money, you won't survive. Money controls everything. We all have 24 hours every day, but the value of our 24 is not the same. You see, the illusion of money is not that money is not real. It's as simple as time is money. We are all born with the most valuable asset, time. If we were all free to use our time as we see fit, we'd be free, not just surviving, but thriving. Everything we've accomplished as a species has been accomplished over time, or with time. Hence the reason we created complex systems to control the one thing that equalizes us all. From the moment you're born, you're put into a system that siphons as much of your time as possible. The beauty of this illusion is the fact that the system is just a refinery that refines time to money. Whatever you do with time, and you do for money to survive. The system determines the value of your time. Your degrees, jobs, skills, companies, commodities, and everything is achieved through time. And since the system determines the value of our time, we spend our time on things that give us the most value, not the things we want. That would just make us free. Let's talk about time. Time was created. Time is life. Time is money. Time is currency. Time is yours, and time is everything. Time is a man-made number, used to justify our finite existence in an infinite world. Without numbers to define our existence, we'd realize how relatively inconsequential we are in the infinity of the natural world. The creation of time was supposed to give us purpose. It was supposed to aid our evolution and advancement. But like everything we've created, it was weaponized, as opposed to being a useful tool for equality. If time was used for what it was originally created for, knowledge would be free. We'd all be responsible for how much time we are willing to spend to acquire knowledge, as opposed to what we have today. A bombardment of information, with zero to no knowledge in sight. We are constantly mesmerized with information. From the education system that teaches you to copy, obey, and follow, to our society which criticizes curiosity, innovation, and creativity, to the internet which punishes authenticity and rewards attention grabbers. The modern world revolves around one commodity, attention, which is basically time. The internet is an evolution of the system. It siphons as much time as possible, attention, and converts it to money. Spend your time on yourself, and you'd see unimaginable results. Invest your time in yourself, and the ROI would be unprecedented. Your job takes your time, values it, and pays you for it. The worst punishment in society is prison, which takes your time. Education takes your time and gives you nothing but a piece of paper. Take your time. Be responsible for it. Protect it. Cherish it. Refine it. Enjoy it, because it's yours to do with as you please. Be free. You can afford it. The system is essentially a well-built refinery that converts all aspects of our existence into money. Take a look at every aspect of modern society, and you'd realize one simple fact. Everything revolves around your ability to access money. Before technological advancements, innovation, and globalization, men were just brutal wild animals in small communities. Access to food and farming was the measure of wealth. Physical prowess was the measure for power. Very similar to what we have today. Only difference is, money is wealth and knowledge is power. Combine both, and the world is your oyster. You can do as you please. The system we have today was created during the Great Depression and was cemented after World War II. The Great Depression. In the 1930s, the economic crisis led to bank failures and public hoarding of gold, making the system untenable. The US began to abandon the gold standard in 1933, which created the Bretton Woods system. After World War II, the US dollar was pegged to gold, and other currencies were pegged to the dollar. Then came Nixon's shock.
Treasury to take the action necessary to defend the dollar against the speculators. I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets, except in amounts and conditions determined to be in the interest of monetary stability and in the best interest of the United States.
Mounting economic pressures from inflation in the Vietnam War caused foreign governments to trade their dollar holdings for US gold. In 1971, President Nixon ended the international convertibility of the dollar to gold, effectively ending the gold standard. With the gold standard shattered, the refinery was created. Money was no longer limited by gold. It could be pegged to any and everything, with the most valuable raw material being time, yours and mine. Inflation became a weapon of mass control. The stock market became a casino leeching off of the poor, taking and taking and taking as much as it can from average people and giving them the barest minimum. The incestual relationship between the elites and the government, stronger and bearing fruits of inequality. The refinery is the most efficient and precise system ever created. The masses are in a perpetual state of competition and want. They'll never realize that the system is built on their backs, lives, and time. The refinery has won. Over the years, our society has been run by one principle: evolution, which is the most evolved individuals with traits that give them an advantage in the struggle for survival are more likely to reproduce. This causes those advantageous traits to become more prevalent in the population over successive generations. The problem, though, is only a few people evolve. The majority of the population are content with copying and following.
They can see and hear us. They just don't process it the same way.
There are three types of people in the world we live in today: the yesterdays, today's people, and the tomorrows. The yesterdays. Yesterday's people had the advantage and at some point stopped evolving, so they hold on to whatever power they have and use it to stifle every form of innovation, change, and evolution. They are traditional and are always at war with the future, the tomorrows, because at some point they were the future and in charge of the world's evolution. Today's people. That's the general public, you and me. Today's people hand over the responsibility for evolution to the yesterdays and the tomorrows. They do what they are told and have no say in the evolution of the world or our species.
System failure imminent.
Today's people only have enough to survive for today, so they are always in survival mode and never have enough advantage to take on the responsibility of evolution. The tomorrows. They are the emerging power. They have all the advantages the yesterdays lost and are in charge of the evolution of our species. Their advantage makes them the most powerful, hence, they go to war with the past, the yesterdays, recreating history to align with their vision for the future. Evolution is the cycle of our world. The tomorrows become yesterday at some point and fight the new tomorrows, but evolution never stops. The today's people are the people dying to live in every cycle and are split between yesterday and tomorrow. It's survival of the fittest. Every man is born free. Society teaches us slavery. The thirst for knowledge is the beginning of freedom. In a world run by information, we are constantly weighed down by societal standards created to keep us in line and to make sure we never see value in our time. We are taught how to adhere to those standards and punished for being different. Education teaches us how to fit into society and frowns at knowledge. The utilization of knowledge requires evolution, which is the greatest responsibility known to man. We are given abundant information to survive, but never enough knowledge to thrive. We sell our time because we don't know how to use it. Even when we realize the value of our time, we expect to be taught how to use it. Every man is born free. Every man is born with time. Time is freedom when you use and spend it wisely. You don't have to die to live. You can live every day when you take your time. Subscribe because you can.